This Thursday, we got 8 games for you to enjoy, plenty of goals and drama as always. You're watching the KHL Update. We begin our journey in Khabarovsk, where Amur Slada dead last in the standings with just 2 wins in 16 games so far. But it's Slada who gets on the board first. Tobias Wiklund takes a snapshot from the high slot. Joachim Metzler has a piece of it, but the puck still trickles into the net. This ends Metzler's 2-game shutout streak, 1-0 Lada. Second period now, Amur get a man advantage. Nikita Chiripanov hammers it from the point, it's deflected, and it goes in. Nikita Chiripanov scores his first career KHL goal, and it's a tie game, 1-1. Shortly after that, Vladislav Pushenin makes himself available on the slot. Dmitry Tarasov tries to feed him there, but the puck is deflected once again and ends up in the net. Tarasov is credited with the third of the year, and it's 2-1 Amur. Later, Lada tie it up. Vasily Streltsov buries his second of the year past Joachim Metzler as he beats him glove side. We tied at 2s now. 2 in the second, Ivan Kasudin misplays the puck in the corner. Vyacheslav Pushenin steals it, skates behind the net, tries to feed his brother Vladislav in the slot, doesn't go through. Careless play by Kasudin could have cost Lada a goal there. Moving on to the third now, last minute of regulation. Amur on the offensive rush. Tom Wandel to Evgeny Grachev, toe drag, shoots, scores! Grachev beats Kasudin 5-0 for his first of the season with just 47 seconds left on the clock, and that's game. Amur win their 4th game out of the last 5. Not a bad stretch at all. 3-2 Amur is your final. Let's head over to Helsinki, Finland now, where Jokerit met SKA St. Petersburg. Great matchup. SKA opened up the score and landed it first, and it's their 4th line who gets on the board. Alexander Barabanov draws his 3rd point of the season as Alexander Durgachev scores his 2nd of the year on a wraparound. 1-0 SKA. Neither through the second period, Jokerit on a counter-attack. Pekka Jormaka takes a shot from the left wing. Ilyuzhov makes a save. Matis Olom whiffs on the rebound, but Captain Niko Kapanen gets the job done. He nets his 3rd of the year, and it's a tie game. Not less than a minute later, Jarno Koskirana wins a face-off in the offensive end. Ilya Kovalchuk 1 times a rebound scramble in front of the net for the puck, and it's Alexander Barabanov who puts it home. That's his 1st goal of the season and 2nd point of the night. Great game for the 21-year-old. Late in the period, Brandon Kozin has the puck on the right wing, eyes Niklas Hegman on the far post, but he puts the puck on net instead, and that goes in. Ilyuzhov does not look sharp on this play, and Kozin has his 8th of the year. We tied at 2s after 40. And early in the last frame, Jokerit scored the game-winning goal. Yanni Rita gets it to go on a rebound for the 2nd of the year, and SKA won't have an answer for that. Henrik Karlsson makes a nice save on Ilya Kovalchuk's blast with just a few seconds left in regulation, and Jokerit take 3 points on home ice. 3-2 Jokerit is your final on this one. We're in Moscow now, where Red Army plays Boris. Early in the first, Boris have a man advantage. Kevin Dolman takes a shot on net, Natural Dust tips it in front, and they take the lead, 1-0. 3 minutes later, guess who? Alexander Radulov shows off his silky smooth hands, feeds Sergei Andronov in front of the net, and that's easy money for him. Andronov nets his 2nd of the year to tie it up, 1-1. Less than 5 minutes later, Boris get their lead back. Mike Landin blasts it in from the point and gets his 2nd of the year. Another power play goal for Boris, 2-1 after 20. Early in the second frame, it's Red Army who have the man advantage. Alexander Radulov makes a cross-ice pass to Nikita Zaitsev, and he nets his 4th of the year. This is their typical play, and this is how it typically ends. We're tied at 2s. 2 minutes later, Maxim Mamin goes for a solo dash, makes his way to the net, chaos ensues, and Jan Mursak finds the back of the net. Maxim Mamin and Dmitry Kugrushev get the assists. 3-2 Red Army. Halfway through the final frame, Boris's top line goes up against Red Army's checking line. Dustin Boy runs away for a 2-on-1 rush. His shot is stopped, but Natural Dust scores on a rebound. That's his 2nd of the night and 7th of the season. 3-3, and this one is going to overtime. And Boris are going to have to start the extra frame 1 man short. Keaton Ellerby gets a minor penalty for delay a game. Notably, that's his 2nd minor penalty for that tonight. Boris almost killed off the penalty, but Alexander Radulov goes for a 2nd shot, that's his 8th of the season, and wins it for Red Army. Alexander Radulov finishes the night with 3 points and continues to top the league in points with 22 in 16 games. That's insane. 4-3 Red Army overtime final. We're in Khanty-Mansiysk now, where Yugra hosts Dynamo Minsk. First period, Dynamo on a 2-on-1 rush. Paul Shihura to Matt Allison, back to Shihura. Sorry, we closed. Vladislav Fokin, who's been tremendous for Yugra this year, makes another great save. Late in the period, home team gets on the board. Yegor Zheldakov puts the puck on net, and Ivan Yitsenko scores his first of the year on a rebound. 1-0 Yugra after 20. Second period now, Dynamo on a power play. Nick Balin almost lets the puck slide from the zone, but he keeps it in the offensive end, feeds Matt Allison, and he nets his 5th of the season. Great screen by Jonathan Chicha there too. It's a 1-1 hockey game. It goes to overtime, and Igor Bortnikov is the hero for Yugra. They win a faceoff in the offensive end. Nikita Gusev makes a quick pass to Igor Bortnikov, and he buries it. Bortnikov wins the extra point for Yugra, and they're still second in the East. 2-1 Yugra overtime final. We're in Cherpovets now, where Sevastopol hosts Avangard. Early in the first, Pavel Buchnevich opens up the score as he wires it in on a power play. 1-0 Sevastopol. 3 minutes later, Captain Andrei Sheffer skates behind the net, goes for a wraparound, and scores. Sheffer nets his 3rd of the year, and it's 2-0 Sevastopol now. 2 minutes later, Vladimir Sabatka wrists it in from the high slot. Sabatka scores his 7th, and it's 2-1 now. And less than 2 minutes later, Denis Vikhorev loses his balance. That opens up a room for Yuri Alexandrov, and he brings it all back to even again. Alexandrov's blast goes in. 2-0 now. You're not gonna believe it, but we're still in the first, and Avangard strike again. This time it's Denis Kulashko who fires it in, and Avangard lead 3-2 up to 20. Late in the second frame, Sevastopol tie it up. Pavel Chernov tips the puck in on Matthias Karlsson's shot, and it's a great tip in of that too. 3-3 after 40. Halfway through the final frame, we get to see our game-winning goal. Martin Erit scores it on a wraparound. That's his first career KHL goal, and it's already a game winner. Good signing by Avangard. 4-3 is your final on this one. This is Riga, Latvia, and tonight Dynamo Riga face Spartak Moscow. German Titov goes up against Kari Heikita. Good coaching matchup. First period, Alexander Vasilyev takes a shot, rebound, Igor Radulov gloves it down, and scores his 4th of the year. It's a good day for the Radulovs. 1-0 Spartak Moscow. With less than a minute left in the period, Mix Indrishis steps in the spotlight again. He beats Adam Angren 5-0 for his 6th of the season. Tie game, 1-1 up to 20. Period now, Riga on a power play. Guntis Galvinch lets a rip from the blue line, and he finds the back of the net. Nice slap shot. 2-1 Dynamo Riga now. But Spartak get it back just 2 minutes later, and it comes on a power play as well. Matt Gilroy fires it in for his 5th of the year. Last year he scored 9 with Atlant. We tied at 2s. 3 minutes later, Spartak score a beauty. Maxim Potapov skates into the zone, backhand pass to Evgeny Bodrov, and he beats Eriksson's short side top shell. He really roofed that thing. 3-2 Spartak Moscow. Early in the third, Riga tied up again. Mix Indrishis and Lauris Darcic swatted it on a rebound, and the latter gets it to go. Darcic scores his 3rd of the season, and it's 3-3 now. He goes to a shootout, and it's Lauris Darcic who wins it for Dynamo Riga. This is his 8th career shootout winner, and Dynamo take 2 points on home ice. 4-3 Dynamo Riga shootout final on this one. And just a few more scores to tell you about. Admiral enjoyed their 2nd consecutive shutout win, as Akbar was shut out for the 2nd time in a row. 1-0 Admiral is your final on this one. Dmitry Migalinsky's score was just under 5 minutes left in regulation, and Avtomobilis beat Torpedo 3-2. And that's a wrap for tonight. We'll be back this Friday with 2 more games for you to enjoy. Slovan will host Salavat Live, and Medvechak are going to go up against Magnitka. These are good games. My name is Andreas Sachenko. See you guys soon.